Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mythical Rollers! As we finally jump into today's game, Hoard of the Dragon Queen, episode 16. Because I stopped counting chapters an episode, I just do the continual run for everybody now because numbers is weird. Twitch stream dedicated to the art of tabletop role-playing games with people from all over the world. Like Canada, because our northern Canadian friends are pretty cool there, eh? Because they all talk like this, don't you know? Just ask them. No, they don't. No, they don't. Couple announcements, really just like 1, 2, 3? I don't know, whatever. Let's see here. Today is the 30th. Which means today's the last day for Die Hard Dice code Mythical APR to work. But don't fret, friends, because starting tomorrow, there's a new code! Mythical Mar!
May.
No. May! One of those months. Mythical May! Months are difficult for me right now. So don't worry. Still code, still cool shit. Speaking of cool shit, we're going to have another giveaway next week for Curse of Strahd. This time, it will be a metallic black and gold dice set and a fold-up leather black dice tower. That's what we're giving away next week. Next Friday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time till about 11 midnight-ish. During our Curse of Strahd game. Come in, everybody can enter to win. Until I'm told otherwise, we ship all over the fucking world. We've sent stuff to Canada, to the United Kingdom, and 2 weeks ago, the last Curse of Strahd games winner was in Brazil. Which is fucking cool. Viewers from Brazil. That's pretty cool to think about. So join us at every game, but if you want to win stuff, join us at Curse of Strahd. You will have to follow to enter the win, but following lets you get notifications that, hey, we're going live, because we will be doing other giveaways here fairly soon, now that I'm a little bit more familiar with how the giveaway thing goes. We've got some stuff from our friends and partners on Twitch from Cephalopod Studios to give away. Some of their paint sets, paints, miniatures that they've printed off that we will start raffling off. I've got some of their dice sets to give away, so a lot of giveaways. Just kind of going to be thrown in there randomly for the people who want to pop in and join us. Death by Kittens? I should not be reading the chat. By the way, the virtual tabletop chat is live, so be nice, and luckily I have this flagged as for mature audiences only. For those of you who are just joining us for, friends and family from all over the world, welcome. Everybody's welcome here, as long as they're not mean. If you're mean, then you probably need a hug, in which case, you should probably seek some help and get hugs. Hugs are great. Don't hug random people, though. I hear that's a bad thing. Not that I've ever gone to jail for hugging random people. Anyway, so Curse of Strahd next week. Come join us then. In July, this guy's taking the entire month of July off from being a DM. What will happen is June, it's on Father's Day, is basically the last game. But there will be some one-shots. However, those one-shots are not going to be streamed or recorded. They're open to anybody in the Discord community. !Discord if you would like to pop in and maybe join one of those games. I've got quite a few DMs kind of helping me or to step up be a DM for a day or two, roll some of the one-shots. I know there are some, uh, excuse me, there are some Candlekeep Mysteries one-shots in the works. There's another game that's almost ready to go that I will be a player in. I don't know when that's going to officially start, so we will just keep a little quiet for that, but it'll be, well, if you could read the tiny print, apparently sometime in June is when that... Can we talk about it? Is it talk aboutable? It is? Yeah, we can do it?
It's totally talkable.
Okay. So, some of you may remember our GUI Cube one-shot last year. We're going to start that as a full-on campaign here at Mythical Rollers, which is part of the reason, to be honest, why my world ethos has been put on hold, because I decided that I want to be a player, and 6 games would just be way too much for me to do. DMing 5 plus playing 1 plus one-shots. I believe at that point my wife would wonder if we're even still married anymore. So I decided to be a little selfish and be a player, see what character I get. I'm thinking about going full cosplay on it, just like I do on Curse of Strahd. So I think we're gonna do some makeup, some hair. I don't know. It depends who I get. It's gonna be wild. So we don't have a specific date. We just know June, and our own Tal, he will be our GUI master, our Darth GUI, if you will, and yeah, that should be a whole lot of fun. For those that aren't familiar with GUI Cube, it is 5e rules, sort of ish, but they have their own style of doing basically everything from monsters to custom classes to how they level up to money to rewards. It's their own system. It is super cool. During the one shot, I had so much fun, as well as so did some of the other Mythical Rollers that joined that game. And basically since then, I've been like, hey, poke the bear. Hey, when do you do that? When are you going to do that? When are you going to do that? When are you going to do that? Hey. And here we are. Finally going to get it done. That's super cool. That one won't be streamed, but we might YouTube it. Well, I don't know. We'll figure that out. But that's coming apparently in June, so be on the lookout for that. That's going to be super cool. I don't think we're going to have any YouTube one-shots this month, as one of our players, his one-shots from last month became a 2-parter, and so we will be finishing that off-stream. So no one-shots as far as things to look forward to on YouTube. Excuse me. Oh, I got the burpees. Cephalopod Studios will start streaming full-time here very soon. They are in a position to where that's all they're going to do. They're going through a lot of logo rebranding as far as making their logo more dope than it was, and getting their studio set up for streaming a little bit better than just like the hair cam. I wonder if they'll do the hair cam, the paint cam, plus painting, like the tray of paints. I don't know. We'll see. I think that's it. That's all I got. I'm taking July off. Go me. And one-shots, GUI Cube, Die Hard Dice, because they're awesome. Oh, sounds that we used today from Sirenscape, because Epic Games need epic sounds. Interested in what we're using, it's all down below. I've linked all of them. That for every campaign that I am currently running, and some that I'm not. Sorry, Descent into Avernus. You didn't get to save anybody. Well, Captain Zodge is like ruling the world or something at this point. But I don't know why I said but. I don't know. It's a fun day. I got nothing else. So let's just... oh, we are missing, obviously. As you can tell from the... Oh, wait, over there. Oh, there. I was tell from the stream things. All the money's like... Ah, I'm holding so much money. We're missing a couple people today. Fear not, they will be back. One is just sick. The other one took a family vacation. Weird. But we'll be back. They'll be back. So let's just jump into today's episode, Hoard of the Dragon Queen. If who wants to tell the audience what happened last time? And not Nekusar, because he did it last time. Dr. Cal, thank you for volunteering.
Well, we did the Tomb of Champions for, well, not for anyone, but it was a Bahamut. We did pretty good. I witnessed something I never thought I would witness. I witnessed someone trying to bite a wraith. Never thought that would happen. We beat it. We did beat it. Which then gave us a sword that apparently talks to the good old paladin Blair. It acts like a child. We left there to go northeast, eastest, west, northeast, west area. Somewhere. I don't know. My god just tells me where to go, so that's fine. And we ran into some bandits. They died. I warned them, but they didn't listen. And that about sums it up.
I mean, who did you warn?
The bandits.
Right. You missed that part. You glossed over it. You fought some bandits. You warned the bandits. They didn't listen.
They should have just let us through, but they didn't. They
never listen. They never listen.
Nobody ever does. Nobody ever does. Okay, everybody, real quick, go ahead and hit the long rest button. I know we've been playing with Foundry since our before live time, just to reset any of your spell slots that may have been accidentally lost. Let's see here. That is... Nope. I can't read. There it is. Is that like permanently on there? Because that... Okay, it's not. Phew. As you all... Oh, that's the group token. As you all wake up from the Tavern of Burdusk, almost to Elturel, still about a 2 days or 3 days journey. You've got about 2 days to Scornabel, which is just outside the Keeching Woods, and estimated about a day to Elturel from there. You wake up. Is background music still supposed to be on? Yes, it is. That's our music for currently. I hope it's still on. It's very faint in my ear. Is it super loud?
No.
It's not super loud?
No.
On stream?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. That's just our current background music, because there's not really Yeah, it's just the current background music. So yeah, you all wake up from burdusk after resting in a tavern, getting some quality tavern foods, some quality tavern beds. I mean, it beats sleeping on the cold, half broken apart keep that Nekusar apparently owns. Vale a little bit uncomfortable just because it's a town, and in his mind, this is obviously a thriving metropolis. And some of you can't wait to see the look on his face when you get to actual Elturel, because just walking through this town, his face was like, you all live in these places like this.
Yeah.
I mean, Baldur's Gate would have been like, I don't know what we'd have done. That might have just been a mind implosion.
Oh my gosh. Whew, that could be. That could be. But the day is yours. What would you all like to do?
Is there any? I know we're heading to Elturel. Is there any magical shops? Maybe like an herbalist shop that would have red potions of yumminess.
Within Burdusk is a small farming community. It's got the tavern, which also think like Old Western, how when the taverns were also the general store.
Okay.
Like you were
So nothing there.
lucky to get what you got, kind of a thing.
Okay.
It's not the thriving metropolis that Vale thinks it is. However, some very basic things could be provisioned. If you very basic things, rope, water skins, food stock, nothing
Crazy.
really beyond that. Asking around if there is somewhere where you can get red potions of yumminess, like they kind of just in general tell you that they have different salves and things which stave off infection, but as far as actual potions of healing, you're just like told, that's for the rich folk.
How much would a piece of rope set me back? I believe that mine was burned in, I don't know, probably one of the 3 times that we had to use it. Literally, I think it was burned. I think we lit it on fire.
You burnt your rope. Oh dear. Let's see here. Old rope. I don't want properties, I want rope. Well, how long a rope you need there, metal guy?
You can call me Tal. That's
Hello, Tal. My name's Joe.
hi. How much would 50 feet set me back?
Well, I got 50 feet of this here fine hemp rope. Looks like that'll be about 8 silvers.
You're hurting for money, aren't you?
I mean, this is a farming community. We made the rope here. It's that all natural hemp too.
You know what? I think I'm gonna wait.
All right.
And I'll just walk. I'll just walk away.
Have a
Well,
good day, Mr. Metal Towel.
Thank you. I'll walk up to the party. Do we have any more business here, or can we leave
Yeah.
hillbilly town, please?
We should definitely leave to a more populated area.
Yeah, I have like these like things. I just want to like put one of my kittens on the ground and just watch it explode. But I don't want to do that.
Well, I believe Nekusar still has the big
map.
picture thing that is completely off scale of what the places actually are. So maybe Nekusar should tell us where to go next. Or if Dr. Kell wants to blow smoke again.
Sure.
I can help lead us to the next city.
That would be wonderful.
Let's go.
I'll blow smoke in his face, give him guidance.
Yes.
If we have finished our business here, let's be on our way.
Let's see here.
The sword cost.
Loading.
That's bad news, Bears. We only
Is
got
there-
to... There it is. Hey.
Would there happen to be any horses for sale in this town?
Are you okay there, fella? You got quite a bit of bandages. Are you one of them dragon folk? You got the whole. I've never seen one of yous before.
I'm not a dragon folk. It was an accident, and I don't want to speak of it.
Well, I understand. My cousin Freddie got kicked in the mouth once by a horse kick, and his face. I get it. The only kind of horses we got are kind for pulling like plows through the mud and stuff. Not the fastest kind of things. If you're looking for a beast of burden to pull something heavy, well, they're pretty good at that. But they're not exactly the one to win your first prize down at the horse races. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. We don't have any large burdens to carry, so thank you.
Oh, you're quite welcome now. You guys zoom out. Down at the bottom is the group token.
Ooh.
That is Burdusk. Because your map doesn't show names of places. I don't want to draw any clips. This is Sorbel. And this is Elturel. Would you quit with your things?
I don't even know what I'm doing.
You're putting things on Nakusar's map. Looks like jelly of some kind. That's not very nice. So, what do y'all do?
The lines are the roads.
The
Northward.
dotted lines are the roads. Yes.
Let's just
Lord's
follow
work.
Let's follow the road.
the road. Let's see if we can find more bandits to kill. I mean, rob. I mean, liberate from their
Riches.
riches.
All right. Why don't one of yous or whomever give me a one of them there survival rolls?
If I could see my token, I would.
Beautiful.
Uh,
You can,
I can roll it.
just access your character sheet from accessing the characters up at your menu in the top right, which is a 3 people. 7. Perfect. You guys.
Hold on, there's guidance. I have to get my thing because my quick sheet won't work. It's a D4, so just roll a D4.
/R1D4. Boom. Solid 8. No problem. You guys leave Burdusk and following the road. Tal, why don't you do a why don't you roll me a D10?
Ten.
10. Nice.
Dragons.
Quit ruining this for me, Dr. Cal. How did you know it was gonna be dragons? Man.
The smoke tells all.
The day's travel seems uneventful. However, you can tell that the clouds in the sky tell of a foreboding storm brewing. After your day's travel, you're still another maybe 8-hour a walk or so, give or take. You estimate, or Tal estimates, from Sordusk or Scornapel, excuse me. What does the group want to press on for the evening to try and make it, or would you like to camp for the evening?
Is there any trees around us? Anything that we could get a little bit canopy?
You are unfortunately on the open plains. You're about here. And
Take to press
the
on.
closest woods is still quite a few miles away, so
Might as well just press on.
Yeah. Who can't see in the dark?
I would like to smoke and cast augury. If we should press on,
okay.
or if we should seek shelter.
Why Dr. Cal is smoking the good shit? I'm gonna go tap Vale's, I believe, staff, and cast light on his staff, because if memory serves, Vale is blind.
Yes, Vale.
And directionally challenged.
Vale needs it. That's for sure. Okay. Augury. So you have to ask one, not an either or. You have to ask one question. What is your one question?
Should we keep traveling?
Weal and woe.
Dr. Cal, what's the smoke say?
As you blow the smoke out, it takes the form of a snake eating its own tail.
Think my god is hungry. We go forward!
Okie dokie. Vale, can you see now? Anyone else can't see in the dark?
Oh yes, this is very nice. I can see a little bit away. Yeah.
Cool. Blair, can you see in the dark? or do we need to take care of you as well?
I can see for a little distance, but we will be awfully tired by the time we get to Scornabel if we decide to press on for the night.
Yeah, I think we just press on and then get an inn and just sleep the night or sleep the day.
So we're going to be
Alright.
night prowlers, huh?
Yeah. Nekus, are you cool with this? Like, it seems like we are all in a consensus. We don't want to camp in the middle of the plains.
I prefer this. The night is better than that blasted day.
Okay. Looks like we're night owls tonight, ladies and gents.
We shall push on.
All right. In that case, who is going to lead the night trek?
I got this.
All right. I need you to give me a survival roll.
I'll give myself guidance as well.
Excuse me.
There we go.
Just follow the smoke.
Nice.
Smoke never lies.
That's true. As you all travel for about another 2 to 3 hours, you hear as the clouds finally let forth the rain. And you hear it start off in the distance and then get closer and closer and closer. Those with you with stupid cheater darkness sight, just watch it as this blanket of rain just...
Think we should find shelter now.
Is it nice? Is it cold rain? Is it warm rain?
It's wet rain.
It's wet rain. It is colder rain. It was a cool summer day, but this close to the ocean, plus with the river, the overall temperature is a little less. And then with this rain, you're not shivering, but you feel it.
Are we close to any trees at this point?
Any sign of lightning?
Oh yeah, there's lightning in the air. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of us wearing
See?
metal. So
See? There's bolt right there.
There's one right there.
Yeah.
Any sign of a canopy that we can duck into? No.
Still, the closest forest is across the river, and over here, there's not a way
Not much.
to easily do so.
Okay. We have a couple tents. If folks are not comfortable just sitting out here.
We're better off pitching a tent if we're going to
Can't
stay.
smoke in the rain. It's kind of difficult.
Why don't we pitch-
Understand what is so wrong with the rain? It's
The rain is
nice.
awesome. I
Can't
agree.
smoke in the rain.
just keep going.
Dr. Cal gets angry if he can't smoke for more than is it 30 minutes, 60 minutes? I can't remember.
Put the pipe under your shirt.
Just don't make any bagpipe sounds. We keep going, or we wanna hunker down. The rain's not going to let up anytime soon.
Shelter would be good. We don't need to get sick.
Well,
I don't know if I
mean,
can
how
get.
far are we away from town, we estimate?
We've been going at this for like 2 hours. We're probably still 6, 7, probably 8 hours at this point because the rain's going to slow us down.
Pretty far.
Dr. Cal keeps getting angrier by the second.
Angrier by the second.
Well, if this is the
That's
case,
legit.
let's set up tent and just try to rest here until maybe the rain lets up.
That's fine. I have a tent.
I'm happy pushing on. It would be a pleasure. Might not.
Neku,
be
sorry,
the best.
do you have a tent too?
I do not. I have a castle, but we left that behind.
You have a haunted
Okay.
castle
What-
with
what
ghosts.
is this-
It
what is
was
this
a castle.
tent? What is this tent that you speak of?
It's like... Vale, you've never been in a tent?
I also do not carry a tent.
Do you know what a tent is?
Yes.
Okay, good. Not having to do this discussion twice. Vale, it's like a sheet that like looks like a pyramid, looks like a triangle, and you crawl into it, and then it keeps you from getting rain on.
So it is a tree?
It's like a portable house.
Oh,
There we go. It's like a port. Yeah, I like that.
so it's like Nekusar's keep. But you
Eh.
keep it with you at all times.
Made of fabric instead of stone.
I am so confused.
Well, let us just set one up and you will see. No need to speak of it.
Is there going to be enough for all of us?
No, it's probably gonna fit 2, 3 if you want to get weird.
I mean,
I
if
like weird.
half of us are gonna have to be out in the ring, we might as well just continue then, yeah?
I
Yeah,
think
we only have one tent. We might as well continue.
Dr. Cal, are you gonna be okay with that?
I put the tent on my head.
What do you mean you put the tent on your head?
Do you have a hood?
Make like an umbrella.
Sorry, Tal.exe has crashed.
You need an oil can towel?
I just shoot a bolt of lightning off into the distance, and just like, okay, I'm better now.
Oh, you could
Oh,
do
yes.
the same thing that the clouds can do. You probably
Okay,
shouldn't do that in the rain.
why?
They're made of metal.
And we're standing in water now. I'm somewhat of a scientist myself.
Let's just keep moving. We have one tent, and yeah,
So, like Nekusar said, we're just gonna keep moving then?
yes, we keep moving.
I
Okay.
see.
I'm going to constantly keep fidgeting.
Let's try to make it to town. Stay on the road.
Just eat your tobacco.
I take my cloak off, and I give it to Dr. Cal.
Does it have a hood?
He can use it as a hood. Yeah, that's pretty much what I imagine Dr. Cal walking around as.
He has great cornholio.
I mean,
I'm half tempted to
now he
take
can like
light.
hold it and like light his pipe and smoke
Yes.
his pipe. Please.
Perfect.
I want to cast like light on the cloak so it looks like it's like the.
I mean, you can move your light from.
No,
Val's,
I can't. That's
bent
just
giant staff to. Okay.
so.
Well, after about very wet, trudging through mud and who knows what else at this point. Couple of hours later, those of you with stupid sight can see some figures on the road up ahead.
Oh yeah,
Kind
you
of
get the kill.
figures.
Nekisar, I see dots. Can you see better than that?
I see people up ahead.
Should we kill them?
Oh, why do we kill them? Maybe they're just stuck
Not
in the rain like
necessarily
us.
just kill anybody we see. I say we try to walk off the path a bit. Let's duck down and just see who's passing.
Why don't we just say
Sounds
hi?
like a good idea.
I'm pretty certain we can see them better than they can see us. Let's just try to hide out.
Okay. Let's
We're
wait a
in an
couple
open
minutes.
area, though, aren't we?
Yeah, there's not really
Not much hiding.
cars.
Or
No,
we
but
could
some
just
of you have
approach
better
them,
eyesight than normal.
Yeah,
see what happens.
if we get about 100 feet away from them, can we determine, what kind of humanoid it is?
Well, those of you with stupid sight, that's canon now. It's just called stupid sight at this point.
Yes.
You can see that they seem to be taking some kind of cloth and draping it over a wagon. And
Just a
then
caravan.
they
What's in the
are
wagon?
getting in the wagon. And then you can see where one section is being pushed open and some poles set out with a couple of longer drapes, and they're lighting a small fire next to the wagon and trying to protect side rain as much as possible for the fire.
So they are making a tent in the wagon.
Caravan.
Okay, let's just walk by them. If they're
Yes.
dumb enough to attack us, then we'll just take their stupid tent and their fire.
They have horses.
You have dark vision, but do you have stupid sight?
I don't have the devil sight now.
Stupid sight.
Okay. So from your perspective, well, from most people's perspective now, you see a small fire that is successfully lit. Those of you with devil sight saw about 5 people, and as you all as a group are walking closer, there seems to be one person kind of sitting at the back of the caravan facing you all. Appears to be human, and not saying anything, just keeping a watchful eye as you are all walking towards them. What do you do?
Just walk by them and see if they say anything. We'll just give them the usual cover story. We're just passing through.
Okay.
Saying hi.
Dr. Cal, if you need to, you can give them some magic smoke.
I'll give them a greetings. Horrible rainstorm, isn't it? As we're walking past.
Hey, Vale, at this juncture, please don't talk to them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We just want to get by them. We don't want to cause trouble.
As you are walking by, the one that you talk to, Nexar, kind of just gives you like a knowing nod, just agreeing to the shit weather. As you all walk past, nothing happens.
Anything seem out of the ordinary?
Give me a perception check.
How were they dressed?
The dice is being rained on. That's so cool. Nekasar, give me a perception check. Dr. Cal, as far as out of the ordinary, nothing really stands out to you. A nondescript wagon with some cloth over it, and as you're walking past, a couple of the horses are off to the side. That they seem to be free from um, the pulling mechanism of the wagon itself, are just kind of the rein just kind of flapped over one of the poles, and they seem to be just have one of the feed buckets over their head and just munching on some stuff. But otherwise, that's nothing really stands out as one way or the other.
Okay.
Let's just keep walking.
Oh my gosh, those dice. For the leopard print dice. Oh, that's fantastic. Nekasar, the
Reminds
one
me of my
that
dice bag.
the one that you made the comment to and kind of nodded off to you. That one was dressed in some sort of black leathers, with a hood over their head, and not so much like a cloak and a hood, just the hood part over the top of the head that came down over the shoulders just a little bit. Obvious daggers on either side of their legs, and a few across the chest. But, trying times. Most people open carry right now.
Mm-hmm.
But as you all continue walking on, nothing untoward or out of the ordinary, other than Vale going, "So why wasn't they supposed to talk to them?"
We just didn't want trouble, Vale.
What the fuck kind of bag is that? What does it say?
Myself. Band patches on it.
Nice. As you all get about 120 feet away from the wagon, I need you all to make perception checks.
Oh, god damn it.
Bam lamb. Whoa, gosh darn it. Bam lamb. Blair, perception check, please. Public, normal roll. And Vale, perception check. Public, normal roll.
Jeez.
There we go.
Okay. Nekusar, through the rain, you hear a scream of a feminine voice scream in pain from behind you. You're the only one that seems to have noticed it. You didn't even light up green. I know you said something, but
What kind of voice did I hear?
You heard a feminine voice screaming in pain from behind you.
I did have the lowest perception check.
Oh, yeah, 22.
Yeah, 11.
That was earlier.
Oh,
Just checking with the guy's cloak.
Oh,
I'm 11.
Blair had the
Blair
highest.
had 20.
20.
Ah, crap. Why does it got to be Blair? Blair's the one who's going to be like...
She's a goody two-shoes like I am.
We should save her.
Death by 1,000 kittens.
As you're all walking, Blair kind of Did you all hear that? And turns around and looks towards the wagon.
Hear what?
Here,
A
No.
woman screaming.
no.
Screaming.
I never
Screaming.
heard anything.
Go check it out.
The rain can mess with you. Let's just continue.
No. What if someone's in danger?
Is it really our problem?
Someone's always in danger.
It's my problem if I know about it.
What if it's just, what if she's just having a good time?
Well, just to be sure.
Go ahead,
Let's
we'll watch
go-
your back.
A couple of
Let's-
seconds go by, and you all hear another scream of pain.
Fuck it,
Okay,
let's go.
I'm going. Someone needs our help.
I'm gonna ready Eldritch Blast.
Yeah,
I will kind of stay back and ready a bow.
and I will activate my both gauntlets, and activate some lightning.
Okay.
We're all going to get electrocuted.
Actually, as a point of order, as you're holding the spell, the arcane energy is starting to climb up your gauntlet in a way that is not normal. The sparks are starting to go.
I have become one with nature.
Oh my god.
Blair, as soon as hearing the second scream, Blair starts just beelining, heading that way.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
following her.
As you all head towards the caravan, the figure in the cloak, or not the cloak, but the black leather armor that Nekasar took note of, jumps down out of the caravan, turns around, seeing you all running, and goes, "Is any of you a doctor? Do you know any medicines?"
We have a doctor.
His name is Cal.
My wife is giving birth in
Oh
this
my
fucking storm.
Bring me
Well-
to her.
So, a couple other people, now that you guys are closer, it's younger kids are coming out of the wagon, and he's like ushering you, Dr. Cal, in. Inside the wagon itself, a lot of blankets and furs have been set down and around. You see on the opposite side of you coming in, you see a woman in dirty blonde hair, sweat pouring profusely, in the birth-giving position of being up, still a fairly bulging belly, a small blanket over her sheet. Actually, she's got a cloth on over her head, and you can see on the blankets that are under her, you can see blood.
All right. I'm going to give myself the biggest guidance, and I'm gonna go in.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
I will gladly put my bow back where it was.
Tao will release all the lightning energy into the sky.
As you do so, the children scream and run around to the front of the wagon. The horses rear up and bolt.
Ah, damn it.
Vale, you can speak to them, right? Stop them now.
I mean, I could, but they're already so far away.
How fast is a horse?
Very fast.
I am no good here. I will chase after the horses. And he bolts.
I'll follow Vale because I made him be quiet. I'll follow Vale.
No, like really, how fast does a horse run?
Horses' normal speed is 80 feet. When they're running, it's 160. And these things took off.
How come the lightning didn't do this to them?
I mean,
Lightning
they also
for
didn't
you
have
was
lightning
2
right next-
hours ago.
Oh,
I can run 90 a turn. I can't run 160.
Blair.
I thought maybe run with the horse.
Blair is gonna tell you, Virgil, stay out here, and if anything stupid shows up, just put it out of its misery. If it's bad,
Aye.
and looks over at you, Nekasar, and you have the best eyesight, so help him keep a lookout. And she kind of like takes her gauntlets off, stabs her sword into the ground, and goes into the wagon. She will help. She'll give Dr. Cal the help action as being the only female and not. She has some healing abilities to help.
Should
So,
we
Doctor-
call
Go ahead.
Vale back now?
They're gonna be a minute chasing horses. I mean, they're gonna be a while. Blair kind of tears up some of the sheets, gets undoes one of the belts from one of her armor, and just kind of puts the sheet over the strap of leather, puts it in the lady's mouth, and just says, "Just bite down on this instead of breaking your teeth." And so she's got something to bite down on. And Blair looks at you. Dr. Cal goes, "How can I help?"
Real life, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm sure Dr. Cal knows.
All right, Dr. Cal, give me a medicine check with advantage because Blair is assisting.
All right, and I also have my guidance on.
You have your guidance on.
19.
Nice, 28. Within a few minutes, you can tell that why this pregnancy is so difficult is because the baby's turned.
I see.
And so, with Blair's help, the two of you push and pull and squeeze the baby back around the direction it's supposed to be going. And 3 hours later, a healthy baby girl is born. Within that time, Tal and Vale are finally coming back with the two horses after having to chase them
Wait,
a couple of times. Even though Vale was trying to communicate and whisper, every time thunder would strike, they would bolt again. So it was a ordeal. Vale and Tal, both of you are gonna take a point of exhaustion for doing all this in the rain, in addition to basically skipping the night's rest, as we are pushing now 7 hours past normal rest time. So we're like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. A healthy baby girl is born. The family is ecstatic. The mom is obviously exhausted. But with talking with the dad, his name is Jake. They are merchants of different sheets and towels and things, but they do happen to have a larger tent that they pitch up for the rest of you, while the family, for obvious reasons, takes the wagon. Um, and I think Dr. Tal and Blair, you two will also take points of exhaustion. Just because that was a stressful situation for everybody around. Virgil and Nekusar, you're tired. You're getting to that point. If you don't take a rest, you're gonna be kind of meh. Meaning you're gonna be taking points of exhaustion. So after the, we'll say, family size camping tent is popped up, I mean, Blair, cleaning herself off as much as she can, passes the fuck out. Sleep.
Of course.
I think we should take a small rest before we head out again.
I mean, she's done. Vale, when Vale comes back, he goes, "Okay, we got the horses. I am extremely tired. I'm gonna go into the portable house and sleep." Vale.
Very good.
Are we just sleeping a little extra for those that are tired, or how are we doing this?
If I mean, I guess it depends. Are you all gonna take a long rest,
Yeah,
or try to make it a short rest?
let's just take a long rest.
Because
Sleep a
point,
bit
We could do a long
There's-
rest.
Exhaustion, and we might need to take a long rest.
Yeah, Tal and Vale are exhausted. Dr. Cal and
Blair.
Blair are exhausted from doing medical stuff. Yeah. Can we
Try
just
to
6
take
people.
watches if we
before I pass out, I'm gonna set up an alarm.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a string and I'm not gonna tie it around ours. I'll do it on the door or right around the caravan to make sure Mama and new baby are safe.
sure. Yeah, sounds good. And Nekusar, what were you saying?
We should probably try to plan some sort of watch system. Watches at night.
You and Virgil are probably the only ones that.
Do you want to go first, or would you like me to go first?
I'll stay in the darker hours.
That would be now.
Okay. So, everybody who took the point of exhaustion, hit the long rest button. I don't think we did anything as far as that goes, but
Does that mean we can remove the point of exhaustion? It doesn't
Basically.
auto remove it.
yeah, you can remove
Okay.
the point of exhaustion.
Cool.
Nekusar, since you are the only one on watch, go ahead and give me a perception check with disadvantage, buddy.
Disadvantage.
Yep, because in the middle of your watch, your tiredness hits you.
Oh, look at that, though.
That's some
Damn,
disadvantage.
whoa,
A 19 and a 20? Fuck this. I'm done. Goodbye. Good night. Have a great game. Disadvantage. And what did I get? I got never mind. The rain continues. And about the direction that you came from, you start to see some people, and then when they see you, because at that point it's closer towards the end of your shift, the sun is just starting to rise. And while it's still cloudy overcast, it does provide enough light that people can see the wagon and the family style tent. Um, they turn back around. They don't seem to get any closer. How long of a watch are you going to take? I just assumed 4 hours because you only need 4 hours of meditation time. But I'll let you make that call.
I don't have that or ability, but full.
We're like getting every other word.
Feat or ability, or I
I
don't
think
get
it's-
to meditate. I'm blooded.
I thought you were ready to meditate for 4 hours.
Do watch. Don't think so.
Huh. Okay.
That's
For
only
some
full
reason,
blood.
I thought you were full-blooded elf. I'm sorry. My bad. Well, in that case, how long of a watch you want to take, buddy?
Still planning to do about 4 hours for
Okay.
only split between two of us.
Okay, so 4 hours. It's early morning, and when you see that those people turn around and go back the other way, you kind of wait and watch for another 15-20 minutes, not seeing anything. That's when you can decide to switch shifts with someone.
Yeah, I'll be switching with Virgil. Approximation of how many people I saw on the path, or
You think 2 to 3. Distance and elevation, it was hard to tell. 2 for sure, maybe 3. You're not sure about that third.
I'll wake up Virgil, and as I'm waking him up, I'll tell him, "When you watch, be extra vigilant. I saw a few people, 2 or 3, who were coming up the road, and as they saw the outline of our camp, went the other way, which is peculiar because it's a long road and you wouldn't turn around. So just watch out, please."
Yeah.
They've left and I haven't seen them for a few minutes, so
I'll keep an eye out.
Okay.
Perception.
Virgil, you have. You're still fairly tired. You don't have a point of exhaustion, but you're gonna have to go back to bed soon. So make your check at disadvantage because you got some brain fog going on.
Perception.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy.
Okay. Um, few hours go by. A few more hours go by. A few more hours go by. Most of you are woken up. Actually, just Tal. Tal, you're the only one who's woken up. As your alarm spell goes off in your head.
'Cause I fell asleep.
I jump up, and look out to the tent, um, generally tapping everyone on the shoulder as I'm going.
When you look out the tent, you see that the father, Jake, is coming out. And the way that he's come out and around, it tripped your alarm wire, which caused your spell to go off. As he's starting to strike up the fire again, he's got a couple of cast iron pans in his hand, and he's starting to set up a cast iron grill top on top of the fire, and he's starting to set things up for making of some sort of meal.
Okay. Sorry, false alarm. The dad broke the tripwire, and he's making breakfast for everyone. So, I guess, yay, breakfast. Sorry, you can go back to sleep now.
That's when you notice that Virgil is sleeping on the ground outside of the tent.
I thought I was the one that tripped the wire.
Nope. You're
I
the
look
one
down at
who's sitting down like this.
I look at Virgil. I mean, we had a long night. It's fine.
Oh, so you're just gonna leave me there?
I mean, you might as well finish your rest, right?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. Like, I'm just gonna see him and just be like, he'll wake up to smell the food. I think. I hope. Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't eat that kind of food, generally speaking.
But Blair gets up, Vale gets up, Dr. Cal probably grumbles, rolls over, lights a pipe. And now that the kids are out, they're running around playing. The rain's lighter now. It's not quite so heavy. It's just a little bit of rain. Ooh, excuse me. And you can see that Jake seems to be frying up strips of some kind of meat. After a few minutes, you can smell some ham steaks being cooked in a cast iron skillet. Within 20 minutes or so, he's got a few plates set aside for everybody. Everybody gets a bone out ham steak. Ooh, that rain just got super loud. A couple of scrambled eggs and a thick slice of some kind of brown bread that he put into the skillet after everything was done and just kind of cooked up with the remainder of the grease and the egg matter, and just kind of made this kind of toastiness. Everybody's got a piece of that, and he's like, I appreciate you guys last night. Here's a meal. It's I keep the tent. That's basically all I've got to offer because all the goods were used in last night's birth, so they've got to be clean. Thank you again. I don't know what would have happened had you all not been walking by.
It was fate.
Not the problem. I'm still asleep.
You are most welcome.
Who'd have thought? Random strangers, huh?
It's fate. The smoke guided me.
Smoke guided you.
Yes.
It wasn't
I mean,
Blair.
we did light the fire, so okay, I can see where that could happen.
Alrighty, kind sir. Thank you for the meal. We're gonna gather the one that's asleep down there. I and I think we're gonna be on our way.
I appreciate your help again. Um,
Just to make sure you guys can get wherever you're going from here.
I think yeah, you brought the horses back, so thank you. Yes, we can make our way. We'll be going to Elturel and then Baldur's Gate. So we'll make our way.
When when are you guys leaving to go to Elturel?
Well, just as soon as the wife's got strength for travel, probably. Oh, what do you think, honey? Couple 2 or 3 days, and we'll be headed
So you
that
guys are
way.
gonna camp out here for 2 to 3 days?
She's not really in any state to do some heavy, bumpy travel, so unfortunately, yeah.
Just a minute. Cal, Blair, Nekusar, Virgil's still asleep. We'll just leave Virgil sleeping for right now. Vale.
Nekusar's asleep.
Oh, Nekusar's asleep, so
He needs 6 hours
yeah,
of sleep, so
we will just.
he got about 4. You woke up probably by the time you woke up and had your small panic attack and then some food. He's probably been sleeping for about 5-ish hours, so he still needs his rest.
Okay. I know we need to get to Elturel, but the recap of something randomly coming up on the horizon and these folks not really being able to defend themselves. I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me.
Wait, what do you mean recap of something up on the horizon? Says Blair.
So, someone said there was. I think Nekusar said no. I did this
Nekusar
information not
said
get
that.
past the. Oh,
Yeah.
he said it. Okay, never mind.
Nekusar said it to Virgil, who's sleeping on the ground.
Okay, so rewind. But still, these folks can't travel. It puts us back 2 days. They cooked a pretty good meal. We could hang out here for a couple days, make sure they could. We could join them. Maybe we could join them in the cart and all ride to Elturel together. You know, I don't know. Just feels like maybe. Oh God, I'm buying into Dr. Cal's bullshit. The smoke fate told us to be here. Oh,
What do you mean? Like, she gave birth. She's fine, right? Like horses, they just give birth and go.
Vale, it's a little different.
Huh?
She's not very mobile right now. So they can't like we can walk on the bumpy road and it doesn't really hurt us, but she really probably can't ride on the bumpy road too much at the moment. Like it'll hurt her a lot more.
Okay, they got you this far without us. Why aren't we trying to stop the dragons? Yes. Um, I, I, I think we should stay, Vale. I mean, the woman did just give birth. I mean, the
I
guy
think
was very intimidating, but seeing that it's a bunch of children, now 5 children, um, and if they're going to
yeah.
be headed the same way anyway, maybe we should just stay, make sure they're okay, and then see if they'll let us travel with them.
I got a question out of out of character.
What's your question, Doc?
Would I know if healing would help speed up the recovery of the woman, or possibly like a lesser restoration or something would help speed it along?
I would say that you would know that healing on more common people has more diverse effects than helpful ones, as their bodies normally can't handle the strain of such fast regeneration. So translation is common people don't take healing very well. Like, that's why they have salves and things. In dire circumstances, that is when it's ever used.
Okay.
And as far as like trying to help speed up her recovery, it's less about a physical like stab wound, more like the body has to reconfigure itself to not having something inside of it.
Yeah,
Which
that's why I was wondering,
takes,
like a lesser
yeah,
restoration or something.
it,
If only I had greater, maybe then. But yeah,
maybe like greater, I would be like, okay, like as a DM, I'd be like, fuck yeah, that would totes work. No, Tal, no. Lesser, not so much, and again, it's not that mommy's missing some hit points.
no,
and
it's
stuff
fatigue
for,
and all that.
Yeah. It's that.
It's
so,
like having like 3 levels of exhaustion or something.
basically.
Okay. Well, I am kind of curious. If we were to leave, like if I okay, so I'm gonna cast augury, but I'm gonna ask the question: if we were to leave in the next 30 minutes, how goes the child and the parents? Like, are they in good health? If I were to leave, as like a medical thing, like
Sure. You're going to augur within for the specific time frame, or just leave in general?
if we were all to leave, like, because I can only do 30 minutes. If we're to take an action now, 30 minutes after said action,
Okay.
what would happen?
As you huff in your pipe and blow and let the smoke out, it drops to the ground instantly.
Oh no!
Good.
Whoa.
I have to stay here with the kid. Something's off.
Maybe it was the people.
You're sleeping.
You're sleeping. But my character's taking it as there's something, maybe a complication with the child.
There is something with
I'm gonna be watching the kid like a hawk.
Because you specified, should you leave within the next half hour, is the kid going to be okay? And your result was, when you blew this, after you blowing the smoke out, divining your augury, the smoke normally should rise, quickly went to the ground.
Or eat itself. Well, the god's hungry.
This one, whereas normally you get a wheel or woe, this one was hard woe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna be watching the kid like a hawk, like, just being prepared to whip out whatever medical thing I have to help.
Hey, Dr. Cow, your smoke doesn't usually just... It usually does the thing.
I can't leave here. Something's wrong.
Yeah. Something doesn't feel right, like, in my gut. Like, we shouldn't leave just a pregnant, like, brand new pregnant, non-pregnant mom.
All right, there could be complications after the pregnancy. I don't want to...
Well, I mean, we fought bandits already once on this road.
I'm not worried about that. I'm more worried about the child.
I mean, they only have
Dr.
children
Cal,
and
what a
one
strange
dad.
voice you have.
Um, yeah, Tal's
Well,
just
I
gonna.
think we should stay. That is definite. until she can at least ride the wagon, and maybe if we are helping
I,
around even just minor
I'm down for a
things,
free
then
ride.
they'll let us ride along.
Free rides are awesome.
Plus, that ham steak was really good.
Yeah, it was. I haven't had good food like that in a while.
That was very good.
Um, I'm
Should
gonna
we
gather
wake them up?
who?
The bandaged one and the one who eats raw meat?
Eh, let them
Alright,
sleep.
okay.
I'm gonna gather all of the kiddos up, and I'm going to pull out. I'm going to get some of my tinkering tools out.
Oh dear.
Uh,
Pop a towel in the house.
and I'm going to make them just little small miniature cats that wind up, so they
Perfect.
don't go kaboom. Just
Okay.
clarifying that no kaboom
Not
cats
your
right now.
kaboom cats.
Yeah, these
Um,
aren't the bomb. These aren't the bomb bombs.
e-
These aren't the.
easily done with some scrap you've got in your bags. Um, something's this simple. There's no check. You know how to make tiny wind-up kitty cats. Um, easily done. Easily done.
I guess I do check with Jake first to make sure it's okay. Because I guess I would like the father to be okay with me giving his kids random toys that might be obnoxious at some
As
point.
as far as I'm concerned, you all saved one of my child's life, so uh, you're you're a-okay in my book.
Okie dokie.
I trust
I
you're
give
not
them
gonna
all.
blow them up. So
That's only if bad things come.
I just realized my light. I didn't turn it off, so it's shining through.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Usually I unscrew the light bulb. That one.
I didn't even notice.
It shines through the green screen.
Um, I give them all different color, so I let them pick.
Okay.
So then each cat's a different color.
Um,
And then I will also perform magic tinkering to recover some of my normal cats
okay.
that I use.
All right. As you're doing that, um, Vale is just gonna like take the map out of Nekusar's pack and just start looking at it again. And when he does, he's not very stealthy or skilled at this. So Nekusar, you wake up as he's just sitting there with his map, going, "I just don't understand. This thing is so tiny, but this was so big. How does this?"
There's no caravan here. What?
It's not on the map. Why? How is this? I don't understand. Nekusar, you do smell something mighty tasty in the air.
We left
Be
him a plate.
gentle with the map. That's the only way we have to get around this place. Please do not wreck that. I can assist you later, but do I smell food?
You do. You do smell foods.
It's
And
the
as you
best food
step out
ever.
of the tent, you see a sleeping Virgil on the ground outside of the tent.
Not very vigilant, Virgil.
Tal sees Nekusar walk out. Just leave him. Let him sleep.
I just walk right past him.
Okay.
Would there
Virgil,
happen to
you.
be any food left?
Oh yeah, I saved you a plate. I don't know your name. You were kind of scary in the rain, but I did save you a plate. And he brings over like a hammered steel plate. Like just it. I mean it looks like it's not the greatest quality steel. It's just whatever they could find to melt down and hammer into plate form. Um, it's a little cold now, but I could put it back on the fire to warm it up if you'd like.
No, this will be just fine.
Okay. And we've got barrels of fresh water over there if you're thirsty. There's mugs on top. Just help yourself.
Thank you. I'll sit down and start eating, and as I'm eating, I'll be like, I should eat quick. We should be on our way. The cultists aren't going to wait for us. So
Cultists. Huh?
I'm sorry, sir, but we are on a mission that is maybe beyond your recognition.
That's fair.
Hey, I'll see him. I'll walk over. Hey, Nekasar, while you were asleep,
Perfectly
a
fine to
couple
wake up.
things happened. Dr. Cal blew some God smoke into the air, and God smoke came straight to the ground, telling us that we have a problem. And there's either something wrong with, I think, the mom or the kid, or they might be in danger. And also, they are heading to Elturel. They're going to take an extra day or two. Um, and the party thinks that we can stay with them and catch a ride. It'll be the same, basically same time for us, and we get to ride instead of walk. And some of us were a little bit more inclined to do that. Plus, they made really awesome food, so we were kind of okay with a couple days of um, maybe letting the cult do what they're going to do for a couple days.
Well, are you sure all 10 of us are going to fit into that one little wagon? We're already going to be walking. We should start, if they want. We can help escort them there.
The mama cannot take the bumpy roads right now.
If we are at a walking pace, it should not be hard on her.
We can definitely ask Jake, but he was pretty adamant it was going to take a couple days. And if memory serves, the magical healing that I possess and Dr. Cal possesses doesn't work as well on non-adventuring folks. It can be very random at times, and detrimental. So we can't use I can't use my healing abilities on her, and he can't use his healing abilities on her either. It won't really do anything.
All right. Well, I know it's horrible to think about, but what will kill more people? One family or the dragons? We have
Both.
to figure this out.
Yeah, let's ask Jake. Let's see. I mean, maybe we can. He's got furs and stuff in there. Maybe we can purify them or something and make it so it's like a comfy bed where it maybe like lessens the bouncing. Um, I've got things. I can do some things. Um, I can make rocks talk. I can make rocks, make sounds and stuff, and maybe we can make like sounds in there so it just like lulls her to sleep or something. Her and baby. Uh, I'll walk over to Jake. Why don't you finish? So I'll walk over to Jake, and we're kind of relay the same message that Nekusar was talking about. Um, we really want to protect your family. Um, I don't know. There's just been bandits on the road, and it doesn't sit well with some of the members of our party that you guys are just a family, and it's kind of just you. And the last time we fought bandits, I think there was like 4 or 5 of them. So numbers sometimes. Um, could we get creative and use some of the furs and other things to make like a more comfortable sleeping arrangement for the wife and new kiddo, to where the bumps on the road and the rocks and stuff wouldn't be as hurtful or impactful to her as normal, or at least we can kind of guide you guys into the next town that I think's just up the road.
hoping you guys don't have to uh, guard us or wait for us. If you guys have important things to do, we'll be fine.
I think our cleric friend asked his smoke god um, that if your wife and the kiddo were going to be okay, and I think the smoke god said there was going to be. I keep my voice down a little bit. Maybe complications or something was going to go awry, so he wants to stay here and monitor your wife for a couple days
If
to make sure.
there's going to be complications, shouldn't we stay still? Maybe it's the moving of the wagon that causes complications.
He asked before we brought this up. We came to a quorum before this.
Okay, but you said it's a smoke god, right? Wouldn't a god know what you're gonna do? And
I think
I don't know. Magic is
speaking
weird.
for yes, it is. Yes, it is. Um, I can speak from my god, and it's a little different. Like I don't blow smoke and get weird signs. But every god is a little bit different. Some gods are more the hands-off type, and they kind of only give you the message when the proverbial shit's gonna hit the fan. Some gods are more hands-on, and they kind of play 50 questions with you. Um, I think if we could, moving you guys to at least the next town will give a lot of our party members some ease, and it'll keep us kind of on the trajectory.
Um. Well, I mean, with the rain and the wagon and the roads being wet and muddy, it's gonna be slow going anyway. Um, I we can give it a shot, but if she's uncomfortable, we're gonna have a hard stop.
Okay, we will make. Yeah, that sounds fair. We are going to. We'll leave if you're okay with it. Let's leave the good doctor, in the wagon with your wife. Just to make sure that nothing happens. And then some of us can ride and some of us can walk, since it's going to be slow going.
If you're all just sitting, there should be enough room for everybody inside the wagon. If somebody just wants to, I guess, sit up with me, usually I have one of my kids do it, but with it raining, I don't really want them getting wet. If someone wants to sit up with me to steer the wagon and, I guess, keep an eye out.
Yeah, we probably put our bandage friend up there. He's got really good eyesight.
Really? I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah, he's got amazing eyesight. Like it's weird. It's super weird.
Huh. Okay, well, what? I mean, your last friend hasn't eaten yet. Once that's done, we can start the packing up and heading out process.
I don't
Um,
believe he's going to eat.
oh, all right. Then I'm sure the wife is hungry still, so we'll just warm this back up a couple of minutes, and she can eat while we go. Um, I'll have to arrange some things. Yeah, let's say 20 minutes as you guys are all taking down the bigger tent. We should be ready to go about the same time.
Sounds good.
Okay. And so he takes the last of the food, throws it back to the skillet, just kind of does one of these numbers, gets it back warm, puts it onto the steel plate, goes inside. You can the wagon shakes a little bit as he's stepping up into it, but you hear the kids like oh, and him and Han, and even though they each have pretty little cats, they adjust in there as best as they can. It seems like you all it would be snug, but you all could fit with one other person outside.
I'm gonna walk on the outside.
Okay, perfectly fine. As you all take down the big family-style tent, once it's broken down, it's still kind of long, so you guys just kind of end up strap it back off to the side of the tent again, and it's probably about an hour before you guys are finally going. Like, they had to fix the reins for the horse. When they bolted, they broke a strap that's just now being figured out. Repairing that, and getting the horses in and making sure Mama's comfortable. Newborn baby is eating, and get the kids in and everybody else in. Blair volunteers to walk on the other side of the wagon and kind of keep an eye out to the back. And Nekusar, you were volunteered to sit in front with Jake. Are you going to sit in front?
Happily.
Perfect. In that case, we will take our potty break right here for 5 or 10 minutes, and then we'll come back for more travel to the nearest town, hopefully uneventful. But I will say that just before we go on break, Nekusar, as you are turning around and looking behind you, you do see, with your stupid sight, off in the distance, about 4 figures. And as the cart and horses start moving forward, you say and do whatever it is you want to do. We'll figure that out when we come back after our potty break, because this dude's got a tinkle. We'll be back. So, Nekusar, as you're walking towards the front, you take that one last look back behind you. You see 4 figures about 400 or so feet distance, and is weird, especially with rain. And are just slowly walking towards you. Not towards you specifically, just slowly walking on the road.
Everyone be on guard. There are a small group of people following behind us. 4, approximately. Maybe 5. Just keep looking over your shoulder.
So Tal will look over his shoulder every maybe minute or so, see if they're getting closer.
Okay.
Not trying to hide it either. Like, audibly just, looking back, staring at it,
If we are
Okay.
bandits, we should be extra careful. Don't know if I trust the smoke yet, but it's better to be on the safe side.
Hey, the smoke's been right a couple times. I'm starting to become a believer in the
Right.
smoke.
All the time.
Dr. Cal, that one time we got lost because of the smoke. Do I need to recap this story?
Never got lost.
I mean, it landed us in a cave with a bunch of people dying from a possessed dragonborn with a cursed talking sword. Just
We
saying.
were meant to be there.
That's a good point. As he get up, flicks the reins. The horses start their slow prod. Um, just slowly trudging through the wet ground. Um, Tal, give me a perception check at disadvantage. Through the rain, you trust Nekusar when he says there's things about, because Nekusar's not one to lie about danger that could potentially affect him. But you don't see anything through the rain.
Awesome. I'll just keep looking. It's fine. One point of note, just as a FYI, I was gonna make 2 magical kittens that I was gonna put into the caravan.
Okay.
One was just gonna emit like a shushing noise, just to keep the baby happy,
Okay.
and the other one was just gonna be like a little starry nightlight.
Very nice. So those of you in the caravan get the 5 shush cat. Shh, 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 shh. Shh, 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 shh. And nice stars, little little motes of light against the inside of the fabric inside the tent. And as the cat turns around, they shift. Cat turns around, they shift. That is genius. Tal, go ahead and take a DM inspiration, a free D20 reroll.
Sweet.
Because that's good shit. I appreciate that. That's how we know the 5 shush rule. Oh man. As the as the horses trudge on, the mud gets stupidly thick at times, where you're having to like, yeah. I mean, luckily for you, your suit is all one piece. Blair's having a little bit more difficult time, but won't admit that and keeps trudging along like she does. Who? I guess it would be Jake. Jake, buddy, your survival check with the rain. What good do you do with these horsies? Okay. All right. Seemingly against the odds of the weather, eventually you guys get to a point of the road isn't just dirt. There's finally some stones to it, an old cobblestone road. There's still like mud on top of it, so it's been some time since it was worked on or repaired, but there's at least something to stand on besides mud. And as soon as the horses get on it and the wagon gets on it, traveling speed visibly gets faster. But the wagon starts doing one of these numbers as it's going along this cobblestone. And Mary says it's time to stop. So, um, ever since Sweet Meeker says, "Where's Jake from?" I keep thinking Jake from State Farm every time we
That's
say his name in my
that,
head.
that
I
that's
hate
only
you, Sweet Meekers.
that's all I'm saying.
Jake kind of moves the caravan off to the side of the road. You guys can see from here that you see where the rivers are kind of at that Y point, where you're maybe on foot 3-4 hours out from that town. The wet roads really hindered your overall speed, and as soon as you got to the fairly bumpy road, Mary called it quits. So you all can decide if you want to stay with Jake, Mary, and the kids, or move on to Scornabel.
Is the I'll look to Nekusar. Nekusar, do you see the people that were following us, or are they following us anymore?
Nekasar,
God, can I see anybody?
you should give me a roll. And the power of the dice gods say...
Nice.
Nice. You don't see them.
I'll turn to Jake and be like, "Are you sure you guys are going to be okay?"
I mean, we're fairly close to the town. If something were to happen, I mean, well, survival's more important than her pain, so we'll have to just go to Gallup and see what happens. But I think we'll be okay.
Okay. Dr. Cal, you cool with that?
What?
It's been a few hours.
No, because nothing bad has happened yet, and the smoke is never wrong. I should have done that in my old man
Think
voice.
we
No!
relax for a few hours, let her set. We could get back on.
You broke
Do you
up.
think if we let her rest a few hours, do you think we could get back on the road? It's not far from here. We should really try to push on.
Could we take the thing off of the cobbled road and be back onto the sludgy thing? Maybe would be slower, but
The off the cobble road would be grass, which isn't compacted earth. So you already know that would be worse than the muddy sludge you were trekking through. Jake says, "Mary, what do you think about just taking a rest for a minute? Let's all get out, stretch our legs, and try. I mean, my friend Nekusar here, he's right. We're just a few hours, honey, away from Scornabel. We can, you know, we can splurge a little and get a room at the tavern there, and maybe have a hot bath. Like he's trying to like give all the key points to keep going. All right, Jake, make a persuasion check." Mary goes, "I just gave birth. Are you crazy?" But a hot bath does sound awfully nice. Yeah, I think let's take an hour or so. Let's all the kids are getting restless anyway. We just stretch our legs and see how things go.
While we're resting, I'd like to be like, extra perceptive. I'm gonna have Chanticleer flying around above us and
Okay.
look around. And
How far are you gonna have Chanticleer do? First of all, are you
remember
familiar?
the
Are you
distance that he's allowed to go.
familiar with my find familiar rules?
Familiar rules.
Yeah. Are you familiar with them? Did I explain them to you?
Rules? I don't think so.
Okay. So the whole 100 feet of telepathy thing is still there, but you can look through your familiar up to any distance. You can't give it commands while it's out of that 100-foot radius, but you can see what it sees, hear what it hears, and if there's a combat situation for your familiar, then it's 2 rounds of you before you can dismiss it to resummon it back to you. It's 1 round for you to break the connection, and then another round to dismiss it back into the void space, because both are actions. That's only if it's a combat situation. Otherwise, it's, we just fast forward that, you pop out and snap it through. So within 100, so what I'm saying is, basically, for example, you can say, fly half a mile up, do a circle, and, do 2 circles or whatever, and then come back down. And then you can be seeing what it sees while it's flown half a mile up and doing the circle before it flies back down. And then when it's within 100 feet of you, then you can give it another command. So it follows your instructions.
Let's do something similar to that.
Okay.
We'll have it kind of head down the road a little ways and see if anybody's still following us, and then just kind of in and out, different directions, just
Okay.
out the general area.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a perception check for Chanticleer. So you should be able to double click on it underneath the character sheet section and click perception for it.
Damn.
And with advantage, because you have advantage, the owl has advantage for keen hearing and sight.
Could get a 20.
Damn.
You could get that nat 20.
Yeah, it's not going to get much better than that.
Bro, you're the one who on disadvantage rolled a 20 and a 19. Okay, a 5. Not quite as good as your 19 plus 3 for 22. Yeah, you give it the set of commands to go up, fly around, look, see what it sees. Are you going to look through its vision, or are you going to wait for it to come back?
Vision, if I'm able to.
Okay. So you find somewhere where you can sit comfortably and just your eyes kind of roll in the back of your head, and your consciousness changes to that of Chanticleer, your owl flying in the air, the wind blowing through the feathers. Even with the little bit of rain, Still good, strong wings. You can see the forest or the woodlands off to the east and north area. You do see quite another set of woodlands off to the west, some distance away. You're able to see the closer town of Scornubel is lit with some fires right now. Not that it's on fire, but that there's lights in light sources from that town. And as you are coming across the more southern area and making that big sweep around, with a 22, Chanticleer vis-a-vis you, see about a group of 8 people, maybe 3-4 miles out on the southern trail or road, still in the mud, going north, following the road. You're not able to get details. But yeah, that's what you get.
As he comes back and I get to command him again, a closer flyby of that group of people, get a scope them out a bit.
Okay. It's going to be a few minutes before Chanticleer gets there. Is there anything the rest of you want to be doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna double down on the cats in the in the cavern, the canopy. Um, is it so? Part of magic tinkering says I can have an object emit a smell. Would I be able to have the cat emit some like lavender smells? Just thinking to keep the mama calm,
You know
maybe
what
so we
lavender
don't.
smells like. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna put like a purple cat in there, and I'll have it start like emitting some odor, maybe 5 minutes before we leave,
Okay.
just to calm the mama. Also maybe calm
Sure.
the kiddos a little bit.
Yeah. All right.
It's a party in that tent, by the way.
I mean, you've got shh, plus the disco lights, plus the 4 cats that they keep winding up and watching them walk around and meow, meow, meow. I mean, it's wind up. You can't get too good. Which the mom finds
Probably what
incredibly annoying, but they're
I,
not
I can
messing
make the
with her.
I can make the cats not make noise too if the mama appreciates that. I can remove the meowing.
She kind of gives you like this appreciative look and just very subtly just shakes her head.
So
Nekusar, Chanticleer gets I can't say it. I can't not say it that way. Gets closer to this group. Hard to make out much of any features. They seem to be all wearing cloaks against the weather itself. None of them appear familiar. There are a few that are taller than the rest. One that is taller than the rest. But they definitely seem to be together just by the close proximity that they're walking. They're not running. They're not hurried. They're just walking the ring, headed towards you. We're traveling in the same direction.
All right. Once the owl starts its trip back, I will relay all this information to the party.
Okay.
Miles out behind us, there's for 8 people now that are behind us. They're threats, or if they're just travelers themselves.
Hopefully they aren't as stupid as the last bandits that tried to rob us. I mean, Dr. Cal even told them it was a bad idea.
Yes, I did warn them.
They just never listen, do they? Damn young whippersnappers.
This is true.
After about an hour of rest, kids are kind of huddled back into a lavender-smelling caravan wagon thing. They take note of the smell, but they continue playing with their mechanical cats.
Next step is if they don't listen to their mom, I'm going to make the cat emit knockout gas.
Oh my god.
Oh dear. So now the baby is dead. Dr. Cal got his wish. Something bad happened. As the wagon horse team start going again, Virgil. Oh dear. My gosh, man. My gosh. They're kids. Ugh. Oh my goodness. I mean, they got pregnant somehow, right? Hey, as the wagon is going, you all make it over the 2 rivers. The mom seems to just put up with the bumpiness. And coming up to Scornabel, Scornabel is different than some of the other towns. It has a lot more elvish influence in that there's a lot more natural things. They use nature as a barrier for things. So, they have a couple of trees that are really big that you can see different posts of things on that kind of, they don't have walls. It's an open town. But you can see that there's appears to be sentries or some sort of guards or something up in those trees themselves. And it's not like you're walking into a forest. It's just randomly these tall trees. The bases might be 40 feet from, or 40, 50 feet one into another. These things are monsters. Old, big trees. As the wagon goes through town, Jake looks over at you, Nekasar, and he goes, so, I know of a couple of inns here. I'm not sure what you all's preference is. They've got like the really stupid expensive one. Then there's the one that me and my wife will be going to, and then there's like the leftover kind of situation. We're going to be going to the Golden Apple, and we've got clean beds, hot baths. That's where we're headed, and y'all can make your own decision from there. as he shares with Nekusar.
We could maybe join you in. Uh, Stations haven't been the best for the last while. We've been sleeping outside a lot, so we don't need anything too prestigious. Nice to get a little bit of the luxuries of life again.
Well, he
On your
kind of
way, I'm sure Dr. Cal would to keep an eye.
Yes.
goes. I couldn't afford the other place anyway. So.
Got
Driving
robbed in the
the
middle of the night.
driving the wagon towards the Golden Apple. The Golden Apple is a two-story building that has off to its side a one-story building. Um, it's kind of a small gated area that Jake steers the wagon to, and you can see as the wagon comes up, a young man opens up the doors. It's a big set of double doors. Not doors, gates. Big set of double gate as they're opened, and the wagon itself is moved over into the gated area. You can see that the one-story section is a barn of some sort. You can see there's a stack of hay that has a roofed section, protecting the feedstock from the elements as much as possible. And Jake takes care of making sure the horses are taken care of, putting the wagon somewhere, and getting his wife and now 5 children ready to go inside. And he goes, I appreciate everything you've all done. I can at least afford some rooms for you all. If you want. It's up to you.
I'm down.
How much are the
I'm
rooms
just
here?
being a hawk over child. He's still confused why nothing bad has happened yet.
Single rooms are usually more expensive than double up rooms, so we usually, we'll get the family room. So, but if you guys are, excuse me, not just guys, if you all are willing to do double up rooms, they should only be about, well, it depends on the season. Usually about 5 to 8 silver.
Oh, I think we can cover that.
Okay, well, let's head inside and get out of this fucking weather, huh?
Yeah, let's do that. Oh man, now it's storming.
That's supposed to be the pounding rain on roof.
I'll walk up to the innkeeper. Do we all want to double up, or do we all want our separate rooms?
I'm fine with double up. I think that's a good idea.
Double up's fine.
Okay.
Um,
Claire,
I'll
would you like
sleep
your
with-
own room?
I'll sleep with Vale. He seems the. I'll just bunk up with Vale.
Okay. Dr. Cal, you want to be with me?
This place is so big, but it's this tiny dot of
sure.
the map. I don't understand.
Nekasar, you wanna bunk up with Vale? You want to explain the mysteries of the map to him tonight?
I was already with Blair.
Oh, that's right.
Over to Virgil. Let's get you something to eat before I decide to sleep beside you alone.
Yeah, good idea.
Not certain.
What you all walk into is a very warm, comforting space. It's there's like that one's a really quiet one. Ooh. Had to turn that one all the way up. Jeepers. It smells of roasting meats, and hops. Kind of a grassy smell. It's clean. It's warm. The space opens up, and there are a few tables that are filled with people just eating and talking amongst themselves. There are a couple of like half-filled tables and a few really big rectangular ones. And Jake, after looking at everybody, is kind of motions for some help to move the big rectangular ones together and moving the benches over. You guys just kind of make this really weird, large party of people. as as there's, 12 of you now. So, Tal, as you walk up to the bartender, behind the bar, you see the back of a person who has kind of big and smooth, long red hair, and they seem to be messing with one of the larger barrels that is behind the counter, and turn around, set a mug of something down, collect some coin, and look over at you. And what you see appears to be elven. You're not sure masculine or feminine, as elven features are very, very pronounced with both either sexes of the race. Um, but they introduce themselves. They say, "Hello, welcome to the Golden Apple. I don't think I've seen you here before. My name is Jeremiah. What can I do for you?"
Hey, Jeremiah. Me and my friends are looking for 3 rooms tonight. And we are accompanying these merchants. So, if possible, we would like to be near them, just in case the mama who just had a baby needs any medical attention from our traveling doctor.
Merchants just had. Is that Jake and Barry? They like stand on their tippy toes. Hi, Jake and Mary. You see Jake turn around. Hi, Jeremiah. Oh my gosh, I can't believe she finally had the baby. How did you all get involved with the Don't tell me she had the baby on the road.
It was
She did.
fate.
She
I
she she, she did. We took good care of her.
Well, I'm glad some kind folk were around to take care of them. Rooms for single rooms or double rooms?
Double rooms. We're going to double up.
Okay.
Do all of the rooms have bathtubs? I heard about bathtubs.
Not all the rooms have bathtubs, but we do have a. Well, have you ever been to Waterdeep,
Yes.
where they have the public baths? We've got one of those. We've got One for men and one for women. Not the private baths as the bigger rooms have, but still warm,
Okay.
still clean.
Okay.
Since you all helped Jake and Mary, let's just say 1 gold for all 3 rooms.
Sounds fair.
Sounds like a deal. I will pull out a platinum. Hopefully he has change.
Oh dear. Okay. Kind of like make sure nobody saw that.
Yeah, it was.
Tuck it under, and then like their other hand, there's 9 gold.
Oh, Jeremiah, I forgot to ask. Is food included with our rooms, or do we need to pay for that additionally?
We've got. I mean, it comes with basic stuff, but if you wanting something more and extra, that's more and extra.
If I give you 1 more gold, is that enough to cover for the six people?
As long, unless somebody's drinking, yes.
I will give him another gold.
Okay. Of the 9 that's there, as they take their hand, they slide the 1 back to them.
You have a good day.
And you have a
And
good night.
oh, we will. It beats sleeping out in the rain. I don't know.
Indeed, it does.
Yeah, it does.
I will have one of the waitresses come by with your room tokens, so
Perfect.
you can get into your abodes for the evening. The room does come with the complimentary breakfast in the morning, but breakfast is served at 7 sharp. And if
Oh,
it's here until it's run out.
okay. How full are you guys tonight?
Well, we're a little over half capacity.
Okay. And then I have a weird question, Jeremiah. You haven't heard of any like towns being attacked lately, or like dragon? I would lower my voice a lot. Like dragon cult attacks, or like anything weird like happening.
There's been rumors.
I'll tell him we came from Greenest that was leveled by unfortunately, it looks like the dragon cult, and all that was left was the keep. So we're just following them, kind of, and seeing where they're going. We don't have good leads, but we're just following this road. We have a map that says they're somewhere up here, but we don't know where that somewhere is.
Well, the rumors that I've heard are about the area you are talking about. And come on. There we go. About maybe 3 or 4 days ago, there was a large group of people that came through here from Greenest. One of them was a folk I've never seen before. It had a face but didn't have a face, and it walked very, I don't know. It was just a strange kind of creature. They called it a warforged. Had this angry little halfling with him. But they said they were from Greenest and were heading over to Baldur's Gate. I hope they made it.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Interesting. I think some of these party members know of that Warforged and angry halfling. Did he happen to let's the notes that I have from the angry halfling is he was a drinker. Did he drink a lot, or did he stop in this tavern, or did they just go through?
Um, the halfling actually didn't drink.
Oh, interesting.
Said something about made a mistake one time while drunk. Was telling a story about how he single-handedly destroyed Greenest by summoning, a dragon that was so big it blotted out the sun and leveled Greenest. The stories those folk tell are
They're tall
interesting.
tales.
I mean, for them.
Yeah.
Anything would be a tall tale.
I have
Okay.
a weird question, sir.
Yes. What? Whom? I don't think we've met. My name is Jeremiah.
Hi, I am Virgil. Do you have any rare bloody meat? I am on a diet.
Rare bloody. Well, I. Yes and no. We've got some organs that we haven't ground down into sausage yet. If you
Oh, that would work.
are interested in, I think we've got intestine, stomach, heart, and liver, kidneys from a goat that we haven't ground up into any kind of sausage yet.
Oh, I will take the heart.
Okay. Odd, but okay. We can.
Yeah, yeah. Very odd. New thing.
Okay. We can make that. We'll get it over there to you.
Perfect. Thank you, Jeremiah.
You're quite welcome. And like I said, we'll be over there with the tokens whenever we bring out some food and drink and
Thank
go
you.
over to your table in just a few. And then Jeremiah kind of stands up. Jake, regular room? Yes. Okay.
Alrighty then.
A few minutes come
And I'll-
by, and a gentleman wearing black pants, a white long sleeve shirt with a black vest, has a couple of trays, sets down enough food for all of you, a heart for one of you, and 3 of these about 6-inch tall, an inch wide, and like half an inch thick. It looks like white marble, like baton-like things, and in common there's in front of it. It has room number and then a number, and on the back has these weird arcane glyphs. But you have room 2, room 3, and room 7.
Who has room 7?
It's y'all's keys.
Is room 7 near
Jake and Mary.
Jake and Mary? Yeah, thank you.
7 would be the closest. It's still about 4 rooms down from the room that Jake and Mary get. They have to get the big deluxe room in order to be able to find a room that fits them and all their kids.
And
So
more
they
kids
have
now.
they have like a large section, but
Cool. I'll suggest that we take room 7 just in case something goes wrong. For Dr. Cal to be able to get there quicker.
Yes.
And then the other two, you guys can divvy up rooms 1 or 2 and 2 and 1, and whoever can do what?
2 and 3.
2 and 3. 2 and 3.
Blair and Vale will take room 2.
And I will offer Mary, if she wants it for her bath, the lavender kitten, and the starry night kitten, so she can have a nice tranquil spa away from her
She
her
actually
husband and
she goes, the kitten and the Starry Night kitten would be great to put them to sleep.
correct.
In fact, if you
Then-
can even throw in the lavender one, we'll just make the whole room smell good, and we'll have the hush hush sounds.
Won't have
Yeah,
to smell dirty diapers.
Yes,
I'll give her all 3.
thank you very much.
You're most welcome. I will eat and drink, and then I'm gonna go pass the fuck out in the room.
Before you go to sleep,
Uh-oh.
I would like you. That thing you did where you knew someone was coming, can you put that outside their doors after they go to bed?
I certainly can, and this time I'm gonna make sure that I make a mental note of what Jake and Mary and their kids look like, so they don't trip the alarm, so I don't run out of the bed
That's
at
perfect.
the butt crack of dawn.
Does it allow you to specify non-triggers?
Yes. I copied it into chat. I'll copy it again.
Oh, I see that. You designate creatures who won't set the alarm. Perfect. Aces. Yeah. Simple enough to do. It takes you, 10, 11 minutes, because I'm sure you're not going to spend a spell slot for that.
No.
Just slowly setting down this weird arcane thread, whispering things as you slowly pull it across the hang on. Slow. There we are. Slowly pull it
5
across
minutes
the body.
later, I'm halfway.
9 minutes later. Bloop. Alarm is set. With a flash in a die down of light, there is a alarm spell set up in front of Jake and Mary's door.
Perfect.
Alright, should be able to rest easy now.
All right. Blair is going to partake of the public bath. Does she convince Vale to try it, even though he'll have to be by himself?
I'd like to take a bath.
She does.
It's been about 8 weeks.
It's a public bath setting, so when you go down there, you see Vale, who's looking around, scratching the top of his head, going, I do not understand this. What?
You sit in it.
Yes.
You've heard of a hot spring?
Cow. Yeah. I have swam.
It's just like that.
Springs that are. But what are all these different bottles of? Some of those stink really bad.
Don't pick the ones that stink bad. Pick the ones that smell good.
Or
don't pick any. I don't tend to pick any.
Okay.
I like the smell of my pipe to envelop me.
And this, we are supposed to bathe in this?
Yes.
Okay, this is a weird concept, but we're in civilized society. Vale starts.
Don't get
taking
addicted to
things.
it.
The only thing he takes with him is his big, half-bent bow staff thing. It just kind of goes into the ha. Oh, that's nice what you get it above your shoulders. Ooh, that's just... Veils in a public bath. Blair's in a public bath.
Laugh.
Blah, blah, blah. Nekusar and Virgil. What are you doing? Eating and sleeping?
Yes, I am going to partake in my heart
Okay.
and catch some Z's.
Okay.
I'll make sure he is well fed, and then actually, I want to rush off to bed, and then sometime in the middle of the night, I would like to wake up, go bathe myself alone, or preferably alone, and then head back to bed.
Easy enough to be sort of done. Um, are you gonna meditate your 4 hours and then go take a bath?
I can't meditate.
God damn it! I keep saying meditate. I do.
Gonna sleep like a normal human being and
Oh my god.
I'm a human.
Ish.
Okay, I don't know why I keep
Or
thinking you're
everyone knows
full
I'm
elf.
human. Well, like while everybody else is bathing, I'm gonna be already asleep,
Got it.
and then I'm just gonna jump up, go wash myself, quick.
Can I go back to bed?
Yeah.
Easy done. Easy peasy. And Tal, after setting up your alarm spell, you're hitting the hay, if I can remember correctly, right?
Mhm.
Going to sleep. Easily done. You all, I don't think anybody's used any spells today, but you all get a fantastic long rest. Make sure there's no points of exhaustion anymore. I know that there was, but just in case some of you forgot to take it off, it is definitely gone.
When everybody goes to eat their breakfast in the morning is when I will bathe.
Okay. Fair enough. Some of you I think actually let's do this. I need all of you to give me perception checks. Character sheet. Nope. Fail. Jeepers Veil. Vale would be the only one who hears, but Vale wouldn't understand what he's hearing, so Vale wouldn't say anything. Every noise in the city is a new noise to Vale, so. So you all come out of your rooms. If you set something to be up by 7 for breakfast, or wanted to make sure you were up by 7 for breakfast, that's easily done. Even to have somebody from staff to come and make the morning check. Breakfast is your not so typical breakfast. It's more fruits and not quite so meaty. There are waffles, different cuts of fruit, different juices, and a strange dark brown liquid that smells pretty amazing. Warm. Should anybody wish to partake?
Tal will try it.
It is medium roast coffee.
Tal is now in overdrive.
Overdrive. We're gonna start lighting left gauntlet, the right gauntlet, and the chest.
In the rain. You forgot in the
Right,
rain.
in the rain, I shall become lightning god.
There might be actual deities that might take offense to
I'll
that.
have some
so.
of that.
Cord have no fury. Breakfast is
Blow
had.
twice smoke.
What do you all wish to do? Jake and Mary, they tell you they're going to stay here, take this opportunity to clean their merchandise before heading to Elturel to sell. They know a couple of people here that owe them a favor or two and can. Well, any stains they can't get out through normal means, they have ways to do so through, in Jake's terms, the fancy magic means.
I think we're going to bid you guys adieu. And I think we're going to head over to Elturel ahead of you guys. Would you like me to leave the three cats?
Yeah, that listen, all the kids slept all night long.
I got you, Dad.
It was
I got you.
amazing.
I'll leave him.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Could you tell me a little bit about your friends here who are skilled and knowledgeable in magic?
I wouldn't say they're skilled and knowledgeable. They just know some minor cleaning techniques. There's a
If you're
seamstress down the
familiar
way.
with this town, is there any maybe vendors who would have magical items or people who would be very knowledgeable? It is an elvish town. You'd think there might be.
Well, they keep their heirlooms to themselves. I've got a really good alchemist that has the occasional miracle remedy.
Remedies.
Sometimes they have these vials of this weird red liquid that I've seen be poured onto open wounds, and they just like stitch themselves really quickly. So maybe there, but otherwise, like the big magic places, you would be more apt to find at Baldur's Gate, as Elturel being and he kind of looks around and goes, holy city. Doesn't really do the magical selling of stuff, or at least not out of the shadows.
When he says "Holy City," Tal just laughs. Oh shit! Sorry, something caught in my throat.
Would you be able to give us some direction to this outlet?
Yeah, actually, I sure can. You walk straight out the main door to the back door that we came in through, and you hang a left, and you'll see maybe about a block or two a wooden plaque. It's weird. It's got this bottle but a bottle's got a crack in it, and there's green stuff everywhere. Apparently, it used to be a poison shop before the current owner, but everybody just knew to go there for liquids, and yeah, it just never changed the sign.
Perfect.
I'd like to go there as well.
Okay.
Field trip.
Well,
But
pleasure
first-
meeting you, Jake and Mary, but we shall be departing ways now.
We appreciate we appreciate everything you all have done. It's very nice.
Goodbye,
going
Jake from
to-
Elturel.
Do augury again before I set off, just to ask the same question if I leave, or if we all leave, if anything will bad happen.
Okay. Lighting up some of that fresh tobacco that you picked up off the bodies of the bandits.
So I have that marked as the good shit.
Take you go. When you blow the smoke out, the smoke slowly dissipates as normal.
All right, good enough for me. Still gonna be bothering me in the back of my head, though. Something bad was going to happen when we left, and there was people following behind us quite some ways. So.
Yes, but we did not leave them.
Right.
So we have overcame that. That is why we stuck around.
Yeah, we did something good for people. Look at that. We have consciences.
Gives you
Sorta.
a warm, fuzzy feeling inside.
Mm.
I still want to blow something up with lightning. Does that undo the warm and fuzzy feeling, or just, you know?
It depends at what it's directed at.
I mean, I was ready for you all to shoot your shit over at the fucking wagon and figure
Light it on
out
fire.
that you.
Oh,
murdered
God,
a
what have
family
we
of
done?
Innocents. But you all, I assume, all leave the tavern, head towards the directions you were given. Shop is open. You know, the smell of incense is like kind of the first thing. Strangely mint and lemony. It kind of like, you can kind of taste it a little bit. There are behind the the person at the bar, the counter, excuse me. There's a lot of small, different plants arranged in this large planter, and you can see where they've on their roof have a window to allow light in on this, like the wall of planters. You see behind the counter a bald man who's got this bright red bulbous nose, his one droopy eye, and he looks over and goes, "Yeah."
Some of that good shit, boy.
Huh? Hang on.
Yeah.
He pulls out this trumpet-like thing he puts around it over his ear and, huh?
Here you have some miracle liquid.
Miracle
Hey,
liquid. You having a hard time in the sack, boy?
No.
Okay, let's just cut to the chase. We're beating around the bush. Do you have
I heard that
Healing-
about you, beating around the bushes, huh?
Can I cast Lesser Restoration on him, maybe to help his hearing problem?
Don't be coming over here with your magic-y stuff.
Don't worry, it's not magic. I'm a doctor.
Yeah, so was I until this happened.
Just
You
fix it.
have healing potions.
I got potions that heal.
How much are potions o heal?
55 gold a piece.
How many potions o heal do you have?
How many you buying?
Do we get a bulk rate?
Maybe.
How many you got?
Hey,
Do all 8 for 350.
what?
$350 gold.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah, you guys should not be letting me talk to this person. I have the negative stat in charisma. But
Hey,
no,
you started it.
here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
You're not gonna let the doctor talk to him, you know?
You insulted him. Yep, that's an 8.
I didn't insult nothing.
Wait. I'm sorry, that's a 5. That dice is hard to read.
It was a 6.
It looks like a 9.
I mean, you're more like 490 there, but I'm not sure where your math is for the 350.
You got any healers kits?
I got kits that healers use.
Yes. How many?
Well, I don't know how many healers use them.
No. How many kits? Kits! Kits! How many of them do you have?
Kids! What are you talking
Yes.
about kids for? Listen, I already asked this young one had some trouble in the sack for the miracle potion stuff. Now you're saying you want kid? I can't help you with getting kids.
Cheer, goddammit. I'll fix that.
Healing kits. Well, why didn't you say so? God damn whippersnappers.
You sure you don't want me to fix your hearing?
My hearing's just fine, youngin'. I got 2
Well-
complete sets.
I'll take all 2.
All right. He doesn't have a fun box at their end, but he puts down a couple of sacks. And you kind of open and look through them. They're healer kits.
All right. Thank you. Last chance. Sure you don't want me to fix that hearing?
Huh? What about your earring? You're not wearing any
Hearing
earrings.
fix. Hearing fix.
Touch him. Just touch him.
Are you gonna try to do lesser restoration on him?
Yeah.
Just touch him.
Link what lesser restoration does again?
You gotta touch him.
Yeah, I do have to touch him.
Here,
I'll
I'll
do
help
it
with
when
this.
I hand him the gold.
I mean,
tell-
yeah, very easily done to while you're handing over for money to be exchanged.
And then afterwards, I yell out, "Can you hear now?"
He goes, "Holy shit. I don't even need this thing anymore."
Told you.
Well, hot damn. You know what? Have one of these on the house. 5 gold for the other one.
All right.
Do we get a better price on potions of healing since we fixed your hearing now?
Huh? I'm sorry, 500 gold for the potions you said?
I'm gonna burn your shop down.
Well, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
No one's gonna burn nothing. He's just upset.
You, Cal, you can see that like quickly out of one hand, and in between his knuckles, he's holding 3 glass vials of green liquid that seem to be bubbling currently. After Tal said something about burning down his shop.
Ixnay on the burning yay.
You see Tal's gauntlet getting inked. Tal's just like a no stress ball, but there's like a stress ball there, and he's just doing this.
Static
And you can see the light going on and off, on and off, on and off, and it's just Tal just walks out of the shop.
Nekusa's got the squeezy ball for you.
And you just hear in the distance like 3 shots of lightning just go off successfully, just into the sky.
You all gotta do something about your kid right there. I don't know why you gave him such a fancy toy, but
Now,
I'm
can
just
we
a doctor.
discuss
I don't give
price
nobody anything. But anyways, as I was saying, do you got any of that good shit?
Like, even Discord's not picking up green like you're talking. Like, every other word we're getting.
Can we discuss healing potions, please?
Yes, we can! I told your man-child they're 55 gold apiece. And he wanted to lowball me at 3-some.
Well, you said you would offer us a bulk rate. 350 is reasonable.
Sure, for 6. I got 8. Reasonable
How
is
much?
400. 400 for all 8.
How much would it have cost you to have your hearing returned?
I mean, if I had done it myself, probably about 30 gold worth of some plant matter.
Yet you didn't do it yourself.
Nah,
So
I'd rather sell the stuff.
You said 400. We offered you 350.
No,
You
I
said it
said
would be-
390 would be the correct price.
Okay.
Here,
You
you and I talking about trying to make a deal, I said 400. That's already
Okay.
90 gold off. Price is just going to go up now.
So, you said 390, I say 350. You said it would cost you 30 gold of materials, at least 10 gold of your time. I think that is a very sufficient price.
You're right. 450 gold is a sufficient price.
What? We don't need healer potions anyway. You got me.
Yep.
I'm good.
I guess we'll pick this up in the next town.
Anyways, do you
Have a
have
pleasant
anything?
What?
Do you have anything that would go good with this pipe?
Hang on. Yeah.
How much?
Depends on how good you want it.
I want the best.
All right. He reaches under the counter and pulls out a small, smooth wooden box. It's kind of got a darker, like a dark cherry red color to the wood itself. And he opens it up, Excuse me.
Ooh.
Excuse me. And inside is a leather pouch. Then he opens up the leather pouch. And inside that is some bright green leaves.
How much?
That's gonna be 3 gold.
Sure. So what does that put me in total with these kits?
8, because he gave you one.
Okay.
He gave you a kit
gold.
for doing his ear.
All right.
And then he pulls the string on the leather pouch, ties it for closing the wooden box and sliding the wooden box over. I love that chat can see your chat now. That cracks me up.
Oh my gosh.
That cracks me up.
Okay, I'm not going to kill the merchant. We're not going to do a quick save. How,
Quick save.
What about
however,
getting stoned though?
however, as we're leaving, Tal's going to drop one of his cats just right by the door. And as soon as the merchant leaves, it's going to emit a odor that
Noxious
is not
odor.
so pleasant. And it's going to be fart gas.
Of course it is.
And that's
Of
going to be
course it is.
Tal's
Yep.
last laugh.
Okay. Okay. Easily done. Easily done.
Screw him.
So from here to Elturel is about a day's travel. Because the roads are much better. So you can walk at a fairly brisk pace to cover a lot of ground. After getting up in the morning, eating breakfast, coming out to the shop, it's probably about 10 o'clock in the morning right now.
Would that put us there super late?
That would put you there fairly. I mean, you know, if it's it would be about 9-10 o'clock, assuming nothing goes stupid in the evening, and then
Just
find
take a
another
rest.
place to find another place to bunk up and.
Before I think that's probably a good idea. But before we leave, can we ask Jeremiah for an inn name in Elturel, so we would know kind of where we're supposed to, where we could end up, like kind of like an inn comparable to his.
Well, I don't know of any incomparable to mine. The Golden Apple is unique, I will say. But if you're looking for something that's got some of the same amenities, then I suggest that you go to ... Nope. Is it? Oh, that's over here. Here. There. There's a tavern called, and it's got a weird name, A Pair of Black Antlers.
Okay.
It's at least safe. and like I said, it's got some of the amenities. The Order of the Gauntlet kind of keeps its headquarters there, so there's always some paladins hanging around that area, but
I'll pull out my uh, necklace that I'm wearing that has the Order of the Gauntlet on it.
oh well, you
Okay.
should be very
Oh,
familiar with that place then.
We'll be very welcomed. Okie dokie. Thank you, Jeremiah. Your inn was fantastic. Nothing. We have
It was
never met
golden.
anything.
He gets
If
it. He gets
if
it.
if Veo was here, I'm sure there would be a golden apple joke at something.
I mean, I do not understand why you call it the golden apple when I have seen no golden apples, other than the occasional painting on the wall. But otherwise, we did not eat golden apples. There were no golden apples in the room. The building does not look like an apple that is golden. I do not understand.
It's the experience.
It's always the experience, Vale. We are going to teach you about stuff. It's going to be complicated. It's going to be a long journey, but we're going to teach you about stuff.
Apples that's golden, but it's really a building that you sleep in. And the picture thing that has dots that are representing towns, but the towns are bigger than the dots, and the wagon wasn't on the map. Ay, ay, ay.
Okay, let's go before Vale.
Before Vale veils.
Yeah.
Yes, let's get him to a bigger town. That will definitely help.
Yes. Nekisar,
Indeed, it will.
you think amazing. Elturel is not a big town. If we really want to blow his mind and we're talking at the same time, Baldur's Gate. And then we should just see what happens.
All right. Leaving this town, heading towards Elturel. Who would like to make potentially the last survival check?
I got this.
All right, Doctor.
I'm gonna use that good shit for guidance.
Wait. Are you using the stuff you just got?
Yes.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah.
God damn it.
All right. How do I do that here? Is this
That's what I'd like to hear.
So you'll click on your con, and it'll ask you
I
save
see.
or ability check. You'll click save.
Got it. Pew.
That's not terrible.
You clean your pipe. You get your little tool out. You scrape out all that old shit. But you don't waste it. You just put it back in its original bag because that's good shit later on. And then you fill up your new one, and you're lighting it. You're taking a deep breath and making sure the flame's going, and you're like completely still. The rest of you, within a few seconds, notice that Dr. Cal is not moving. He's got the dazed looking past you look. His eyes are very droopy, sleepy-like. What little that are opened, you can see red veins going through. But he's just, other than the occasional puff, he's just completely still and just looking past everything and everyone.
Don't you ruin this for me.
What does, can you link with lesser restoration? Hang on, you touch one creature, either one disease or one condition affecting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
I'm neither. I'm great.
It looks like you're paralyzed. So
No,
Cal
no,
doesn't
I'm blowing
even
smoke.
Cal
Not
doesn't even
paralyzed.
wait. Cal doesn't even waste time. He doesn't even care at this point. It's just
You know,
no.
Dr. Cal, you, after just a couple of puffs, were having the greatest conversation with your god you've ever had. You guys were face to face, passing back and forth
What a
the
shame.
hookah, just really enjoying this atmosphere. Um, you're he started to summon a couple of dancers into the room, and then shoop, you're you're back on the mortal plane with Tal staring at you after taking his hand off of your shoulder.
Why you do this?
Well, I just picked you
I
up
was
off the ground.
happy, damn it!
I just picked you up off the ground. You were drooling. You were making a scene, and we don't have time for this crap.
Oh my
You know what? I'll just refund you. I pull out 3 gold.
god.
Here, there's your
Gonna,
money.
I'm sure there's still some left. I'm gonna cast guidance and do my little map directional thing. I'll lead us to safety.
Hey, Dr.
How?
Cal, the next time you want to smoke good shit, it needs to be on your own time, in your room, at night.
Oh man!
I was
Go ahead,
gonna
give
get
me.
the best guidance from my god I've ever gotten, and you ruined it.
Go ahead and get roll that survival check.
See, still decent, but it would have been way better.
Um, you uneventfully successfully make it to Elturel. Um, a strange city in and of itself, as you know, most places of holy worship, even multiple divinities, they're a little odd. You would know that Elturel is large, orderly. It overlooks the river Chenthar. It has some merchants, river traders, and farming markets. Um, but there is this bright light, almost like a halo effect above the city that hovers and is permanently there. A beacon of light, even in the darkest times. It's there during the day, it's there at night. It's probably really annoying to people who are just showing up and are trying to sleep, but there's this light shining through, and you have to have special
Home.
blinds because of the fucking sunlight coming through. Um, However,
As you stare
the
at the sun.
light. Oh damn. Virgil. That light is extremely unbearable for you. You're like
Oh.
taking the cloths and wrapping it around your head and covering up as some of you would know that Elturel's light is
Holy.
painful for those of the undead nature. And the light shines completely throughout Elturel itself, directly and then indirectly for some miles out of Elturel. So while, Virgil, you can take some precautions against it while you are, excuse me, while you are within 5 miles of the Elturel border, and while you're within 5 miles, everything is a disadvantage.
Hmm.
While you are within Elturel, it's like you're suffering 3 points of exhaustion. Everything is a disadvantage, and you're slower.
Okay. So I think we should move through this town pretty fast.
Why? It's a beautiful place.
It hurts me.
Hmm. Yes, I guess it would.
Okay.
What is this? It has like its own sun above the city?
Oh god, I forgot to tell Vale about this crap. Oh god. I don't want to. Nope, nope. I'm not talking about this. Vale, meet Elturel. Elturel, meet Vale. We're done. There's a giant
Haven't you heard
halo.
of the sun called Elturel?
There's a halo. It keeps bad people out. Looking at Virgil. Crap. How bad?
It's not always
We have to wrap it.
bad.
I'll give him my cloak.
You guys were able to see, like, as he was wrapping himself up, blisters were beginning to form on his skin.
Okay,
Get
Virgil. Let's try to get in and out quickly. I want to go see Orenthal.
I do not particularly want to go into this city, so maybe Virgil and I can stay outside of it.
Yeah, that
And,
sounds good. Sounds great.
Camp somewhere, yes.
Yes.
There is on the map. There was this little bump, just I think it is north of Elturel. Perhaps Virgil
can
and
meet
I can
there.
find a place to camp. We'll take the family tent that we took from the wagon, because we definitely remembered that. And
Okay.
and we will just camp, because I would rather not sleep with the giant sun. That seems against nature. That's just not right.
It's a holy city, so
You're right,
yeah.
sir. That is not right.
I have everything I need. I've got my staff, and I can shoot arrows. We can hunt. We will be fine.
Okay.
Maybe we can travel around the city.
Well, I think if we give them a point to go to for finding us, it would be better than us just flying around randomly.
So you want us to accompany you so we know where you're at?
I'm saying
No.
that if I say we are going this way, you all should be able to find us, I think.
Okay. Vale, the last time you gave us directions, we got lost. I'm just.
But I am pointing on this map thing you all keep following. It's just north of Elturel. There's this bump. We're gonna go to the bump.
Okay.
See the so-called bump.
Dr. Cal. Blair.
Don't worry, I can find anyone.
Okay.
It's this bump right here.
And we are where?
We are right here now. Bloop.
Okay.
So maybe we can meet them on the road headed towards Boulder's Gate.
But then we will be ahead of them, and we'll have to wait. And
Yeah, I kind of like Vale's idea. I think you guys should go to the mountain, is what it's called. And just wait there.
mountains are much bigger than this. This is a bump.
DM, would
Yes.
Tal know if if the bump is considered a holy burial site?
Hmm.
Would it be a place for meditation? before I let Virgil go basically self-sacrifice up there?
Um, you would know that like the peak is kind of a no-go zone, but down towards the base is. I mean,
Is
there's a
okay.
little bit of I don't want to say forest, but a small wooded section where there's
Okay.
some
A shrub
smaller
area.
wildlife. Um, but it's not, the goblins have even been seen around there. So
Okay. Okay. Vale and Virgil, listen very carefully. Do not get near the peak. Do not go up the mountain under any circumstance. If you go up there, I cannot promise your safety.
well, I don't want to go up the mountain. That would be extra work coming back down. I
It's
just
just,
that
just
direction is where we will camp.
okay.
Camp at the base of the mountain.
Yeah, just find some vegetation. Just chill there. We will come find you tomorrow.
If you need help, give me smoke signals.
Right, because your god will interpret those for you. Yes.
Right.
Signals of smoke. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And Virgil, I'm gonna see if I can get you a medallion that will make you maybe let you come into the city without
Burning.
yeah, suffering its repercussions.
Some rare skin conditions.
So let me ask my paladin friend if there's anything that he can do, but I can't promise anything.
All right. In that case, Virgil and Vale walk off away from Sunset. As apparently, Sunset is bad news bears. As the rest of you head into Elturel to find a place to stay, maybe knock out what you need to knock out quicker. As one of you apparently knows some people who know some people, so we will end tonight's game here.
Whew.
Good game. Yeah, you gave somebody. Some of you chased some horses. Some helped with a childbirth. Huh? Huh?
Hey, I helped indirectly.
You helped directly. It was good times with your little kitty cats.
Did that change our alignment at all?
I don't.
No,
I don't do forced alignment shifts, so
Okay.
that is not something. I'm not going to hold you to alignments.
I was good,
Um,
and then I was really good, and
and then
then
he
I
he
put
wanted to burn a place down. So
yep. Then I went back to being normal.
yeah, we went back to Tal. We're gonna go raid
Thank-
Quest Vault Theron. We'll be back in a couple of weeks. Next week actually. Not this game, but Mythical Rollers will be back next week. Friday, Curse of Strahd. Saturday, Rime the Frost Maiden. And not this Saturday, but next. You get it. Have a good one, everybody.
I don't think your raid went through.
That's because I held
Oh.
on to it.
Oh, okay.